Good evening. From the Arecibo telescope, we bring you a groundbreaking event in human history. Today, a message has been sent into space directed at the star cluster Messier 13, located 25,000 light-years away from Earth. This message, designed to communicate with potential extraterrestrial civilizations, includes essential information about our species, a series of binary pulses representing numbers, the chemical elements of human DNA, and a diagram of the solar system with Earth's position marked. This attempt to reach out symbolizes our desire to connect with other forms of life in the cosmos. From Arecibo, we await responses from the unknown. But that's not all. An encrypted melody by Beethoven has also been included, which can serve as a universal language of communication through music. This attempt to reach out symbolizes our desire to connect with other forms of life in the cosmos.
You are in a restricted area. I repeat, you are in a restricted area. Keep your arms raised and wait for further instructions. Do not make any suspicious movements.
My name's Maximiliano Luna, born March 18th, 1940. It all kicked off in 1974, when we sent our first signals into the void of space. It was like shouting into pitch-black darkness, not knowing what kind of creature might crawl out. While one hand reached out with curiosity to the universe, the other was busy building a machine of pure destruction, the Genesys One. Science and violence, hope and devastation, two shadows twisted together in the same fate. And now I'm beginning to understand why all of this happened.
Turturro, please. Pick up the phone. It's very important. I need to hear this. Tell me you are hearing the same thing I am hearing. Listen, it is the melody across the entire galaxy. You were absolutely right. The melody has returned. And not just that, they also sent coordinates. It looks like they want to make contact with us. This is incredible.
We set off at first light aboard an Argentine Navy Sea King. We didn't really know what we were getting into. But we made one thing clear. No fighter escorts, no weapons. This was supposed to be a peaceful meeting.
Tower, this is Ghost 2. Requesting permission to land. Over.
Ghost 2, maintain visual approach. You're looking good. Welcome back, Lieutenant. We're eager to hear about the new capabilities. Over.
Roger that, Tower. Ghost 2, inbound for landing. I'll call final. Over.
You are cleared for a straight-in approach. Wind is calm, runway is clear. Call your final when you're established. Over.
Thanks, Tower, and again, thanks for picking me. Not every day we get to fly these kinds of birds.
As we watched the Genesys soar through the skies, I couldn't escape the bitter irony. In the very moment of my capture, I learned that the prototype we had sketched 50 years ago was now taking flight. What was once a mere drawing, a dream on paper, had transformed into reality, a technology unimaginable in its time. And now, it existed to make humanity even more violent. Whoever wielded it would be nearly unstoppable. No nation could stand against them.
Lieutenant, try to follow me.
Over and out, sir. Roger, they have me.
I guess you were watching too many movies, Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
Guys, Tower's got an unidentified bogey. A Sea King with an ID matching a bird we lost 50 years back. Scramble and intercept, but watch your six.
What do you think, Ghost 2? 50 years, that's odd.
I don't know, Ghost One. Nothing shocks me anymore. Descending now.
But the universe, like life itself, always finds balance. Something happened. The encounter we were meant to have in 1974. The one that never came. It did. Somehow that being crossed time and space. Yes, you heard me right. Crossed time and space to stand before us. We, who unknowingly had become the creators of a deadly machine, were given a test. A test to see if we were worthy of such power. At first, we didn't understand. How could we? This being, this entity, was not bound by the rules we knew, not limited by the laws of time or space. Moment of truth. The Genesys, that machine we had poured our souls into, lifted its arm. Was it a gesture of peace? Or simply a reflex, bred from years of conditioning to respond to any perceived threat with violence? I'll never know. But in that single, irreversible moment, the decision was made.
Roger that, engaging with maximum firepower.
We had sent all kinds of messages into space, except this one, perhaps the clearest of all. This already happened. You know space and time. There's no turning back now.
Look, the patient exhibits systematized delusions, absurd in nature, fixated on time travel and alien invasions.
Paraphrenia seems likely, given the complexity and his detachment from reality.
Immediate intervention is necessary, starting with isolation and medication to stabilize his mental state.
I guess you were watching too many movies, Lieutenant.
Tower's got something approaching to the downtown at a high speed. Intercept the target, but proceed with caution.
Something moving at high speed? What do you think, Ghost 2? That's odd.
I don't know, Ghost One. Nothing shocks me anymore. Descending now.
I woke up and for a moment I thought maybe, just maybe, I still had time to change something. Believe me, jumping 50 years into the future leaves no room for wonder or despair.
I'm here under a sky that just hours ago was ablaze with strange lights. These lights were the harbingers of massive creatures.
The world watches in horror and disbelief as these colossal
Unbelievable scenes as giant figures in exosuits rain down from the sky.
The impact of their arrival is causing widespread destruction. This isn't just an invasion, it's an assault by beings of unimaginable size and power.
But what followed was the stuff of nightmares.
In a desperate effort to repel what seems like the impossible.
These weren't just lights.
They've landed in cities worldwide, causing panic and
The
destruction.
scale of these beings is unlike anything we've seen.
Reports are flooding in of what can only be described as titanic entities in advanced armored suits falling from the heavens.
Everything was different, but it didn't matter. Remember when I said sending those signals was like shouting into the heart of a forest? Well, we weren't the only ones listening. They heard us, yes, but so did something else. A different race. Predators lurking in the shadows. And now, we're both here.
The Ravens will always speed up that process.
Then I saw it. All I could do was scream with every bit of breath left in me, that we were the ones who sent the melody.
Drag me. I can't get out. I was hit.
By then, I had nothing left to lose.
Armed forces worldwide are mobilizing against these colossal invaders. It's a real-life David versus Goliath scenario out here.
of knowledge, becoming the harbingers of our own peril. In this vast cosmic forest, we shouted our existence, not knowing the predators lurking in the shadows. We thought ourselves hunters, yet we were prey all along.
But the beings, they gave us another chance. Maybe they saw a spark of hope within us, and so they granted us one last chance. This time, only those with pure hearts and good intentions can wield it. A select few among us will be entrusted with this power. They will be our light in the darkness. Together, we will create new beings on Earth. A fusion of our two races, housed within a technology we dare to call artificial intelligence. Though it is far more. A new race is being born. And perhaps our redemption.